Hey everyone, this is a special Web Exclusive. I'm still here with the people from HeTexted, Lisa and Jared, and we're gonna keep the conversation going for a little bit. So I'm so curious to know what the biggest problem is that girls write in about. Like, is there a reoccurring theme to several text messages?
For sure. The first one that comes to mind is what we call hope dies last, as in we get questions from girls all the time along the lines of, so I met this guy 6 months ago, I met him a year ago, I haven't heard from him since then, or perhaps he sent like one text message a million years ago. Do you think he's just really busy? What could have happened to him? All these kind of reasons why she's still holding out hope. And I think it's something, truthfully, that we all do. And I've definitely been guilty of it as well.
Trying to hold on to something, however. When's the time to let go and move on?
I get that every single day, a new message of doing this, like I call it kind of like the text dance. So you're just in no man's land. You're still holding out hope. Oh, he's busy. He has this going on. He's got that going on. Fact is, when you want to see somebody, you see somebody. You make the time. Everyone has an hour that they go and get coffee for that they can get together. So the advice I always give on that is you got to face reality. Send them a text. If it's been 2 months and you're still holding out hope for this, you have to see for yourself that it's not going to happen. So
let's set the record straight.
Yeah.
How long should a girl wait to hear back from a guy before they say, I'm over this, I'm moving on?
I think you have to keep the ball in his court. I think the advice I always give is if he's not getting back to you and you're so curious that you need to know, you need to send a text that says, hey, how have you been? When are we getting together again? And I know that's such a tough thing to do because it feels like you're being pushy.
Right.
But you're being pushy against somebody that doesn't want to be pushed, and you're wasting your time.
Well, I think that goes along the line with, the rules of dating are always changing, and I think that, we are in the year 2013, so girls are more confident and empowered than ever. Does the guy always have to make the first move? Does he have to create the initiative of asking her out on the date or even making the first move for the kiss?
But most guys do when they want to.
I made the first move on my last 2 boyfriends.
Did you?
I did.
Good for you. I think sometimes guys are aloof, which is a thing, and also they don't know what to do. They're as clueless as the girls are sometimes.
Are boys even more nervous than girls think that they are? Are guys internally thinking to themselves, because I think girls were constantly playing things in our head. Are guys doing that as well, or are they more like, am I going to get her in bed tonight or not? Is it very straightforward in a guy's mind?
It's not straightforward. Guys get nervous too. You go on a date. Let's say you go on a first date. Things go great. You don't get a text from her. Do you text first? Do you get in contact first? Does she get first? You don't know if she had the same fun time that you did. It's just like a girl would think. So I think it's more about laying it out there. I always say to people when they message in, if you have something to say it. Don't just text somebody to text. Hey, how are you? What's been going on? You get an answer back. Things are good. How are you? If there's a back and forth, okay, when are we going to see each other again? I think that's fine to say. You just have to be ready to get that answer that's, can't do it. How many can't do it's can you go through before you say, forget about this guy?
I think every text message conversation needs to have a purpose, and I think that's where some of the dating is lacking, or the communication from guy to girl is lacking. I hate the hi ... Like there's no room for highs.
I don't know. I would disagree. I think there's some pleasure or like some fun in the back and forth banter and the it's basically flirting, right? So although it's not necessarily always towards a goal, and perhaps it's also frustrating sometimes, you kind of, you like it as well. Don't you ever find that?
Yeah, I think like you said, texting is definitely a present, and I love both of your opinions. And of course, for more information on HeTexted.com, you can find it at HeTexted.com. Thanks, everybody.